Welcome back to the Crypto Report. I'm Blacksea, and I have another video for you guys. Today, I want to talk about the Loaded Lion land sale. It's 2 days away. I want to talk about crypto.com. I want to talk about Elon Musk and what that means for crypto. I want to talk about Bitcoin, the S&P 500. There's a lot of topics I want to cover, guys, so make sure you stay to the end of the video. Guys, we are almost at 6,000 subscribers, so once we reach 10,000 subscribers, we're going to be giving away $1,000 worth of Bitcoin. So subscribe now. Let's hop in this video, guys. So I want to start off with this tweet I put out. CZ and Binance to bail out Voyager for $1.02 billion. And I said, maybe now we can see some facts about Binance. You know, the reason why I say that is because when a company has an acquisition of another company, usually, if it's a public company, usually you can see some data. I'm really curious to see if we can get an insight into this. We may not see any transparency at all, but we'll be able to see more numbers when it comes to Voyager and Binance. And I'm really eager to see that. You know, and there's all this crazy FUD happening around Binance and in the crypto space about how it really in reality is all FUD when it comes to Binance, and just kind of how that they're insolvent even though they're not. And I think that this kind of goes to show, if you're a company that's insolvent, why would you be bailing out and giving $1 billion out? But you know, I say that and I immediately think about FTX giving billions and billions of dollars out, even though they were insolvent for over a year. Pretty funny. But I don't think Binance is as reckless as that. I would hope so, because if they are, then we're all in trouble, to be honest. But yeah, just something to think about with that. That I personally think that this is extremely bullish for Binance, aka really bullish for the crypto space, that Binance is putting out $1 billion to save Voyager and basically save all of the assets from Voyager. We'll see more data on that when it comes out. But also, guys, I want to say huge shout out to the Loaded Lions, the Claynosaurs, and the D-Gods. I own all of them. I think that it's super exciting. We're a couple days away from the land sale for Loaded Lions, or the reveal, I should say. I'm super excited. Hopefully that you guys all get some mythical land and you make a killing, or that you just build on it. I know that Crypto Kip and I are trying to get some mythical land and build a crypto report tower and have some parties there or something. We'll see what the game is actually like when it fully comes out. But we're super excited about that. But guys, you know, I tag Claynosaurs in here because I've been a part of Claynosaurs since Mint, and it's a project on the Solana ecosystem. And guys, the way that this project is ran is so seamless. It's so incredible. There's just constant hype. There's constant trickle of information keeping people more hyped and more hyped and more hyped. They're doing an excellent job at it. And I just really hope that Loaded Lions and the CRONOS ecosystem can do the same. Because if the CRONOS ecosystem can replicate anything like the Solana NFT ecosystem, it will get massive. It will get massive. You know, the Solana ecosystem, I really believe the NFT ecosystem inside the Solana ecosystem is what's really keeping it alive at this point right now, after all the whole FTX debacle. And I think that Solana could be a massive phoenix in the next bull run and rise from its ashes and be a very, very successful coin. And you know, it's more than a coin. I think it could be very successful as an entire business. But the reason why I'm talking about it really is because I really want to see these other blockchains like CRONOS learn from ecosystems like Solana, being on point, delivering information, constantly keeping people excited. You know, just shout out to the Tin guys and the Claynosaurs intern, because it's incredible. I want to show you guys my Claynosaurs I got right here. I mean, these, like, the animations behind this are absolutely absurd. It's absurd. It's the first of its kind for NFTs. It's beautiful. I want to see stuff like this on the CRONOS ecosystem. I want to see the NFT world just expand more and more. And, you know, shout out to the Tin. Shout out to the intern. If you know, you know. But, guys, I just really want to see something like this over on the CRONOS ecosystem, because I'm super bullish on CRO. I'm super bullish on CRO. I'm bullish on Solana. And this is just incredible. But so let's move on over to Elon Musk. So Elon Musk puts a poll up about stepping down from Twitter. What does this mean for cryptocurrency, guys? I don't like it. I don't like it. I want him to not step down. He might not even step down from this, but it's pretty awesome that he's putting polls out like this. It's pretty fun, and he's really treating Twitter like the town square, like how he said he was hoping for it to be. And I think it's not good if he steps down. I mean, there was so much talk about crypto integration into the platform, and I just worry that if he's not the CEO, it's not going to be as hands-on. And I just really hope that he stays CEO, because if he stays CEO, I think it's going to be bullish for crypto as a whole. I mean, just think about it. I mean, Elon Musk was kind of the reason, not solely the reason, but he was kind of the match that lit the fuse for the previous crypto bull run. He really was. He came out and said that they were buying Bitcoin, that he was buying Bitcoin, and that's when it started, guys. That's when it started. And I think that Elon Musk could really take the cryptocurrency space far. I mean, a lot of people look to him for knowledge. I mean, he makes a small tweet about Dogecoin, it pumps 30%. I mean, that's all I really got to say about that when you compare it to the crypto space. So let's look at the crypto.com chart, the CRO coin chart. We've been looking at between the 10-cent range and 5.5-cent range. I didn't expect us to get down here to this to retest the support at the 5.5-cent range, but we did. We're still holding it, guys. We're still holding it. I really want to see a little bit of relief off of this. I don't want to keep testing this like this, because, if we keep testing it, that'll happen. And I really would like to see something like this. Maybe one more test, but we'll see, guys. I mean, it's really hard to tell what happens. We're in a super data-driven market. It's all about what the Federal Reserve is going to say, what the CPI numbers are. It's all about what that Jerome Powell has to say. It's crazy that we've come to this point in the market, but in reality, it was pretty curious when he came out the other day and everyone was expecting the 0.5 basis rate point hike, and we got it, and we kind of had a dump. We had a sell the news event, which is very surprising, because I think too many people knew it was going to happen. They just were so confident in the 0.5 basis rate point hike. All I think about is what happens if everyone gets excited about a 0.5 basis rate point hike and they come out with a 0.75. I'm not trying to be super bearish, but I mean, I have a feeling that is not going to be nice for risk-on assets, guys. So keep that in mind. Keep that in mind. But there's a lot of dovish talk about a pivot here. Not necessarily a full-on pivot like cut the rates, but just a pivot to more dovish Fed. I mean, that's what we really need. We need some relief. So I want to talk about Binance because of this acquisition. We're getting a little bit of a green bounce, which is pretty nice. I mean, it's nothing crazy. I mean, that was 6%. That's not bad. That's not bad for this. I mean, they're acquiring another company during all this FUD. I think that's what's awesome, is that during all this FUD, they're like, yeah, we have all this FUD, but we're going to go ahead and bail out this company and buy Voyager, which is pretty incredible. I think that that shows where they're at, because I don't see Binance as reckless as FTX. I mean, whatever FTX was, I mean, it was really like an amalgamation of like who knows what FTX really was. But I like to see that. Let's look over at Bitcoin, guys. We are getting closer and closer to the Bitcoin halving. Closer and closer. This may be an early representation of the Bitcoin halving, maybe 100 days after that, potentially. But I will say, we're getting closer and closer. And my theory here is that leading into it, 365 days before the Bitcoin halving, we will have seen the bottom on Bitcoin, and we'll start rallying. We're definitely getting closer and closer, guys. Closer and closer. We are about, less than 100 days away. Less than 100 days away before I believe all these hype articles will start coming out and we'll start rallying. So that's some hopium for you on that. That's some hopium. I mean, just look at all these red candles. We're looking at hike and a she candles. I mean, look at this. There's so many red candles. Like, we're running out of red candles, guys. We're running out of red candles. I mean, could we just keep going down? Maybe, but we're going to have some serious problems if that happens. But let's look at over at the S&P 500. So we've been paying attention to this downward channel here, this trend line. We retested, we bounced, we're coming down. We definitely don't want to see a fully come down here. That's not going to be healthy. But but I will say that it could happen. It could happen. And if it does happen, I would look at probably about the 3,500 mark for the S&P 500. And as long as we don't break below that, I'll be okay. I'll be okay. I think that crypto will be fine. But I think that we will see some downward action if the S&P 500 comes down here. But I think that the S&P 500 is kind of ready for a fake out here. I really think that all it takes is some bullish news, and we're going to break through this. I really see that happening here. We've been so bearish for so long. Doesn't mean we can't be bearish for longer, but when it comes to statistics and probabilities, guys, we're getting closer and closer here that we need a little rally. We definitely are due for a rally. But guys, if you stuck around this far, please consider becoming a member to the channel. We have lots of perks. We do live streams every Tuesday and Thursday at 5:30 p.m. Central Standard Time. If you want to learn more about the NFTs I'm picking and playing around with, check out my Twitter, Blacksea. Down below. We have tons of free money in the links down below as well. Feel free to click some of those. There's tons of opportunity. If you stuck around this far, guys, please like and subscribe. See you in the next one. Bye.